The third step of research process is hypothesis formulation. Here we will define the hypothesis, its feature, its formulation, and its type. Here we go. The hypotheses are the tentative intelligent guesses for the solution of a problem. They are the conjectural statement of the relationship between two variables, or the premise or the statement that are meant to be tested. It describes in concrete terms what you expect to happen in the study. These are the assumptions through which we can prove or disappear something with the help of research. It will show the information to be tested. Is there any relation among the variables, or they show cause and effect relation on each other? Is there any chance of hypothesis to be totally wrong and accepted, and it can be right and disapproved? Is a predictive statement that relates an independent variable expressed in the form of the testable statement. It is an assumption between the two variables. So the hypothesis can be the one that explain the relation or the effect and cause. They can also point out some factors, or they can predict or infer something in the educational sense. The features of hypothesis. A good and relevant hypothesis consists of the following basic feature, that is, it will be brief. It is in brief and clear form of language. It is tested. It must be tested or be able us to test it. It is a relational one, that is, it must shows the relation of condition and working factors. The limitation, it must be related to a confined limit in order for precise testing and result. It will explain or able to explain the fact of the statement or phenomena in some direct content. It can be the one that is based on objective, that it can clearly state us to achieve or to know or to test. The formulation of the hypothesis occurs. The tentative observations are done, the explanation is done, observation are arranged in the data form, and then the statement is given that may lead to the biological solution. The steps are pointed out as the problem. The problem is being observed, then it is confined again and test, then it is tentatively represent, and the explanation we done, then the hypothesis again is synthesized, then again tested, and then the solution is predicted, or some sort of statement is predicted that can cover the whole problem. Types of the hypothesis. There are five basic type of hypothesis. The null hypothesis, when a hypothesis is stated negatively, it is called the null hypothesis. It is non-difference and non-relational hypothesis. There is no difference exists between the parameter and statistic being compared. There is no relation exists between the variable being compared with. It is expressed as h naught. It shows no relation among the any of variables. The other one is alternative hypothesis. It describes the researcher's prediction that there exists a relationship between the two variables, or it is opposite of the null hypothesis and expressed as H1 or HA. The descriptive hypothesis, there are the assumptions that describe the characteristic, that can be the size, form, distribution of a variable. These are called the descriptive hypothesis, and the variable may be the object, the person, the organization, situations, and events. The relational hypothesis, these are the assumptions that describe the relation of the factors or something. The causal hypothesis are the one, it states the existence or change in one variable cause or lead to an effect on the another variable. The first variable is called independent variable, and the later one are the dependent variable. Some other types of hypothesis are the directional variable, where the one can predict the direction effect of one variable on the other as positive or negative. The complex hypothesis is the one which shows the relationship between two or more independent or the variables and the two more independent variables. So These are different in their explanation or statements. The simple hypothesis is the one it shows a relation between one dependent variable and a single independent variable. The non-directional hypothesis is the one that does not predict the kind of effect but can only shows the relationship between the variable. Like it is more hypothetical form of the relationship. We can say that x and y are the dependent variables. So the form of the relationship, we are going to take a look on them. One is a non-direction and the other is a directional relationship. So there is a relationship between the x and y factors. The relation could be negative or positive. As x changes, the y does not change. So if y does not change, there is no change, so no relationship can be formed. So it will be the non-directional relationship, where the directional relationship is the one if x goes up, the y will also go up, a positive one relation, or if the x increases, the y decreases, that is the negative one. So the non-directional hypotheses are confined the no relationship, where the relationship of these all hypotheses can be the non-directional or the directional one relationships. I hope you will like the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. Give a thumbs up, comment below. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.